I think manifestation has been turned into a formula to get what you want. You've been told to visualize it, to feel the feeling of it, and then wait for the world to deliver. But what if it doesn't show up? Well, maybe that means that you just need to try harder because obviously you've done something wrong. But manifestation isn't a technique. It's a law. It doesn't care if you believe it. It doesn't care if, how hard you try. It is running right now, if you know it or not. And it works just like magnetism. It attracts exactly what matches who you are. And it cannot be any other way because the mechanics don't lie. So what is pulled in is exactly what you hold within. Not what you wish you were, not what you pretend to be, not what you perform for, the 15 or 30 minutes a day and then you put it away. What you actually are. That consists of your thoughts when no one is watching. How do you talk to yourself? What do you think about yourself and the world? What do you do on an autopilot? What's running your subconscious? What feels normal to your nervous system? What you tolerate? Which means that manifestation is a very useful tool, not for getting what you want, but for seeing exactly where your healing lives, what's still unhealed in your life. Because your life is the clearest reflection there is. It doesn't lie to you. It's very, very accurate. It will show you exactly what's underneath your performance. All right, let's look at an example. Let's say someone wants love, a real partnership. So they try to manifest, they visualize it, they feel the feeling of the love, they try to feel worthy of it, just like they were taught to do. So they spend pretty much 15 or 30 minutes a day doing that. And then they go back to their everyday life, back to their old self, running on the autopilot exactly like yesterday and the day before. So they don't set the boundary that they know they need to set. They stay quiet in moments that they really need to speak. They still say yes to the things that they want to say no to. So on one hand, they really want the different life and they try to manifest it. And on the other hand, their life is still reflecting the same choices and the same patterns like it always has. So guess what's going to happen? Nothing. So it's not that the law failed. Their life is just reflecting what there is. So the same patterns, the same silence, the same unhealed nervous system, because your life reveals what really there is. Because your life, not the 15 minutes, is the biggest magnet of all. So if you keep attracting a person that cannot show up for you, it's not bad luck. It's manifestation at work. If you get sick every time something big is supposed to happen in your life, that is also not bad luck. It's manifestation as well. That's why healing should be the first step. And that thing that you're trying to manifest, the lack that you have, that is your map. That is really important because it's going to point you exactly where your healing needs to happen. So let's go back to that example, about the relationship. But this time, let's go within and ask yourself, why do you want this relationship? And I promise you, if you are honest with yourself, but you need to be very honest, you will find the answer. And maybe you will find out that you want this relationship because you want to feel chosen, because you haven't chosen yourself yet. I know this might sound a little bit silly, but it's actually true for a lot of people. You question your own lovability. You cannot find it within yourself. So you're wanting someone to reflect it to you. Or it could be completely something different. Maybe somewhere along the way in your childhood, you have learned that being alone meant you weren't safe. So maybe it's not really about wanting someone. It's about wanting to not be alone, because every time you are, your nervous system sounds an alarm. So maybe you will settle for almost anyone just to keep it under control. So whatever that is for you, whatever you're struggling with, that's your roadmap. It points you exactly where your healing lives. So follow it. But you need to take time. You need to get curious about yourself. Get to know yourself. Don't run away from yourself. Don't get busy. Don't try to fix yourself from the outside. Because you can't think your way into the different life. The wound is still running the show every time, and you don't fix it. Trying to do it on the outside is an inside job. And in the process of healing, when your thoughts, your emotions, and especially your actions are pointing into the same direction, that is called coherence. And if you know anything about coherence, you will know that it amplifies. So when you become an amplifier of everything you've been carrying, that becomes the strongest magnet there is. And manifestation, as it always does, will have no other choice but to reflect it back into your life. Let it be healed.